What's up guys, I'm Droid. So this is the little Arduino Nano that I pulled out of the Direct Link FX. If you want to see how that worked out, go and check the other video. I completely got it out and rebuilt it. So I now have it hooked up to a TA5767 radio module and a potentiometer to control the sweep speed. Now this is supposed to be the random one that has 10,000 frequencies, yada yada yada. I'm going to actually show you why that's not fucking true in a minute. And let's break it down. So I was hoping that the creator builder decided to leave in the serial data port so I can actually physically see what's going on. I remove that port so it stops this being done, and it'll also stop you being able to extract the code. So yeah, I have it hooked up, as you can see here. I've got this set to the slowest sweeps possible, and I'm going to show you guys what's happening here. So as these numbers are populating, if you don't know, this is an actual frequency number that's being sent to the FM chip. And as we can see, that is loving this 110.5 megahertz with the occasional difference coming through. So yeah, that's basically what's happening in a minute. So if you have this ghost box, if you have it in a slow speed, all you're going to fucking hear is 110.5 megahertz. Let me speed it up for you, and we're going to show you something interesting what happens. As we're speeding up, you can see those values are populating much faster, and occasionally some random number just pops in. It's still loving this 110.5 megahertz, so for a majority of the time that's all you're hearing is 110.5 megahertz. Until we get a little bit faster, as you can see, more of these random numbers are popping in. So now we're picking up normal FM broadcasts because it's in that range now. So if you've got this sort of medium set, sort of halfway, you're going to get a lot of radio come through because it's jumping in between those frequencies, the sort of 110 to 95 at this point. The faster you go, all those fucking high numbers are going to fuck off, and it's not going to basically break 100 megahertz because it's only going to go up to about 97. So at the minute it's kind of let me try and see, it's going quite fast, so it's kind of like 86 to 97. Now if I was to put this full blast, it won't even break 90 megahertz. As we can see, it's hovering between 86 and 89. So yeah, that's not random scanning. I don't know what the fuck you guys think, but that's certainly not randomized. It is somewhat randomized when you're in the middle, but what is actually happening is the builder, the programmer, decided to use analog pin 3 as the seed pin, which is incidentally connected to the potentiometer. So whatever values you set here is going to influence the fucking randomization. It's going to make everything fucked up, and you're going to just get a bunch of duplicate numbers. It's not the way to do randomization. If you want to use seeding as a random generator, if you know anything about Arduino, you know you have to use a vacant analog pin. You can't have nothing connected to it because it's going to ultimately affect the values read. So even a little piece of wire on here is going to bring that threshold all the way fucking down. You're not going to get the 0 to fucking 255 value. You're going to get a fucking a mix mosh of whatever value resistance on that piece of wire is going to give you. And in this case, obviously this is connected to a potentiometer, so the value being sent to the analog pin, which ultimately affects the seed, is affected by this middle wire here. As we can see, the slower we go, it favors the high number. The faster you go, is doing the exact opposite. So yeah, it's not randomized, it's not scanning 10,000 frequencies, fucking anything, but to make it do anything kind of like that, you're going to have to continuously move this. And as you can see, it's a little bit more random the more I fucking move it about. But even that's still not acceptable. Yeah, so yeah, complete fucking lies, complete fucking bullshit. That's what I'm going to say about it, guys. So I hope you find that somewhat informative. But this is certainly not a fucking 10,000 frequency randomized ghost box. It's no fucking where near it. Okay, bye now.